is my favorite place to come during the day with my dog, Luna. We come here because it is so peaceful and I really like dead people, so it makes me so happy to be here. I just basically chill out by myself with my pup, and we just meditate with the sun and the trees and the whatever, ghosts. I was thinking today that I would just put out this little video for you because we are in this Virgo season, and I'm doing a Virgo class tomorrow, and I'm just preparing for it right now. And I wanted to put out a little information for those of you who can't join us tomorrow on the Virgo archetype and why Virgo really is one of the most important and pivotal archetypes in the zodiac. Virgo is a bridge archetype. So it is the bridge between the personal unconscious and the collective conscious. So when we look at the Virgo archetype, what really strikes us is that it is at the end of the first 5 signs, Aries through Leo, and it is at the beginning of the last 5, Libra through Aquarius. And the Pisces and the Virgo, which sits kind of like an anchor point, or like a median or a center between those 2 hemispheres of the chart, right? The below part and the above part. That this axis between Pisces and Virgo is like a point, a change point, a pivot point. Jeffrey Wolf Green calls it in evolutionary astrology, a pivot point. And the pivot, what is actually pivoting during Virgo? Why is it a bridge point? What is it bridging us from, and what is it bridging us to? So it's bridging us from that part of us that develops itself for its own purposes, like that part of the me, the my. This is mine, this is what I think, this is what I feel, this is my family, these are my beliefs, these are my values, this is my creative self-expression, the me stuff, like the really internal, personal, egocentric consciousness, subjective, which means I'm taking everything personally, or I'm feeling it. And then the opposite of that, which we start to express or explore in the 7th to the 11th houses of the chart, is the objective consciousness, the we consciousness, right? It goes from the me to the we as we move into the 7th house. So all of a sudden we're about myself in relationship to what's outside of me, myself in relationship to you, myself in relationship to soul, myself in relationship to God, myself in relationship to society, myself in relationship to community, right? And so there's this externalization of our energy that happens in that upper quadrant of the chart. And what happens in the Virgo archetype, every year this happens, this is happening for all of us right now. This is our Virgo season, okay? We get an opportunity to make reparation, right? To kind of harvest what we are, to clear the detritus, to reorganize our psychological structure so that we can come into a state of pure humility. The underlying reason for being within the Virgo archetype is to come into a state of really authentic, humble presence, so that you are not more than what you are, and you are not less than what you are, but you are absolutely present and just being exactly what you came here to be, without self-aggrandizement or self-deprecation, so that you can stretch into the Libra season and meet others on an equal footing, okay? So the reason why Virgo tends to be very self-deprecating, or at least very self-analytical at some stages of its consciousness, is because it is literally trying to perfect itself and come down to a state of absolute acquiescence to what is. That's what humility is. And I'm not going to get too much deeper into it. If you want to join us for our class tomorrow night, I'd love to have you. It's going to be going on at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard till about 7 p.m. And I'll send out another link to sign up for it tomorrow, but you can find it on my website if you want to go there right now under the archetypal real classes at saraeliseastrology.com. Essentially, though I don't want to get into too much more detail about it right now. Oh my God, I completely forgot what I was about to say. This is why I am not a salesperson. Every time I start trying to sell something, I get completely knocked off my phone. It just everything gets destroyed. I have a lot of 6th house in my chart. Anyway, I guess just to kind of make something up, since I can't remember the line of my own thought, I suppose what I will leave you with is this whole feeling that oh yeah, now I remember what it was. I want to teach you where Virgo lives for me. Okay, I want to teach you how to find it. So I explore it a lot. My North Node is in the 6th house. My Neptune is in the 6th house. I live in the 6th house a lot of my time, and I've been really working on humility the last few years, very deeply. And so I want to teach you how I find it, or how it has become, how it has taught me how to become with it, if that makes sense. Okay, so with true humility, there is a drawing down of your energy into your center. It starts from you. You are responsible for your humility, okay? You are in charge here. We all have free will. We are human. And we also have to recognize and acknowledge that there is an archetypal reality, or a physical reality within our structure that is kind of fucked up and imperfect, right? That's just the way it goes. So we have to we have to rest gently upon that imperfection, upon all our messed upness and all our pain and all our suffering. We have to sit with it. And we have to hold this place where we're okay, I'm not running from you. I'm accepting you. I understand that it's okay for me to suffer. I know this sounds really kind of weird, but this is literally what it feels like to me. It's I sit upon right here, and kind of just in the heart gate, just a little bit below it. Sometimes there's this part that will rest upon the lower self, or upon my human nature, with a state of acquiescent acceptance and unconditional love, yet also a recognition of the fact that it's really hard to be here. Okay, so then there's that present. So there is nothing more humbling in life than suffering, right? Suffering is it's kind of the great equalizer of all of us, and as the Buddhists say very well, right, suffering is kind of part of the deal here. So we sit upon that. We don't let it demolish us. We don't let it victimize us. Okay, we don't let ourselves fall prey to the drama of that. We just hold it. Simultaneous to this, and this is where grace comes in, and this is where real humility is, right? Is in grace. It's this, so you hold the below and you open to the above. So it's you, from a state of humility and acknowledgement of your fallibility, of your humanness, of your body, you reach up to God, or you reach up to the light, or you reach up to your higher self, or you reach up to the universal consciousness and to the love, and you say, thank you, yes, thank you. I am gratefully receiving whatever help I can here, and I offer myself up to you in a state of calm, present resolve, sort of there's, and Virgo, I find when it's done really well, is so special because it's just absolutely present. It just has this clear quality of service associated with it, right? Where it's it's that place of intersection between the body and the mind, or the human and the spirit, right? It's where the Pisces spirituality comes into the form, okay? And so it comes down into the body, into the heart, right underneath that heart chakra, and it just holds that state of grace and becomes aware that it is only here because it is frickin' lucky, and it does have to give acknowledgement, props where props are due, acknowledgement of what is, and then an acquiescence and a deep sort of reverential state of gratitude to say, like, okay, what is required of me right now? You know, like, what is the moment asking for me right now? How can I make this moment a prayer? How can I make myself available, higher part and lower part together in this moment right now? So, okay, so again, I'll just recap that, Missy Gemini. You hold the bottom, you open to the top. You try to stay in the center of that and hold the line without self-aggrandizing, without making a story of it, without self-deprecating, without falling off onto the other side and demoralizing yourself. You have to stay on that precise, exquisitely painful point where you are literally nothing except for this moment right now, and that you are, there's like a feeling of so much gratitude in that place, okay? When you get real humility, you just, like, you could cry. You're so grateful to be there, right? You feel so special to be able to have that moment of letting go. It's a strange kind of feeling, but in any case, all right, I'm going to leave you with that, and I hope that's useful to you. Virgo season, I always find like the work wants to be around, okay, what's messed up about me? How can I take responsibility for it and fix it? How can I make some adjustments? But how can I do it in a way that's respecting and honoring the greater truth? And how can I allow spirit to be a partner in this process? How can I find perfect alignment and perfect flow? And how can I find that state of humble gratitude, which makes me really feel like I'm present in my body and present in the moment? So, okay, so enjoy the rest of Virgo season. And again, if you want to join me tomorrow, you know how to do it. I love you. Bye.